Hi, Escobar here, escobarj.com. This video is how to become relentless, part 4 or 5. I think it's part 5. Anyway, I'm losing track, but if you haven't seen the first 4 videos, I'm going to go ahead and post them down into the description below. But essentially, just to recap, we first talked about never quitting. We then talked about seeing everything you do through to completion. We then talked about practicing good daily habits, and then we talked about the power of increase. And today, what we're going to talk about to help further your relentlessness is to know your purpose. And this is super key and important because if you don't know your purpose and you're heading off into all sorts or whatever direction, that direction may not be in line with your spirit and with the purpose of the purpose of why you're here on this planet, on this earth, at this time, in this place. So, to know your purpose, to become more relentless, because when you know your purpose, and I'm going to get to this a little bit later in the video. Actually, I'm just going to hold off on that. So, to find your purpose, what you're going to do is you're going to make a list of all the things that you feel you are exceptional at or good at, just like really good and really exceptional at. It could be anything. It could be talking to friends. It could be therapist mode if you feel like you're a good listener to people's problems. Are you good at a sport? Are you good at a certain hobby like chess or checkers or Guitar Hero or knitting or crocheting or sewing or cooking or whatever it is, exercise? Make a list of all the things that you feel you are exceptional at. And a lot of times these things can be hobbies. They can be things that you do in your spare time when you're not working, not making a living, or not spending time with your family. What do you do when you're alone? What do you do when you're by yourself? What kinds of things do you listen to? What kinds of things do you think about? Okay, those are the things you want to write down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to identify which of those things you are most passionate about and which of those things would you do for free. That's an important question. When you identify a list of these, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 different things that you feel you are exceptional at or really good at or you just really, really enjoy, you need to find out which of those things and compare them and find out which one you're most passionate about. Which one do you spend the most time with? Which one do you spend the most thought process on? Which one do you do when you're not working or not spending time with your family? And then once you've identified maybe 2 or 3 or 1, 2 or 3 of those, the top ones, then which one of those things would you do for free? Which one of those things would you do even if nobody paid you for them, or even if you just do them because you simply just love them and they just resonate with you? And oftentimes you'll find that your purpose has something to do with that. You'll find that it may not be that exact thing. Like, for example, you may be super passionate about, let's say, chess, right? But you know that you're not going to be the next Magnus Carlsen or the next Bobby Fischer, or you're not going to be the next Tchaikovsky or whatever. Like, you don't have the time or inclination or really desire to be like the top chess player in the world. Well, there's different niches in chess. There's different areas of chess that you're really good at, and it could be an infusion of 2 things you're good at. Like, if you're a good teacher and you're a good chess player, bam, there you go. Chess teacher, right? And there's ways that you can advertise yourself online and ways you can come up with courses, books, and things that you can do to attract people to you in order for you to start going down the road of that purpose. And the whole point behind doing this is, well, I'm going to hang on to that for just a second, because the second part to this is once you've identified what you feel like your purpose is, or like maybe you don't have it specifically like, okay, I know my purpose is X, Y, Z, or X, right? But you know that your purpose is in this category, right? I know I'm compelled and I feel strongly about music or sports or chess or something in that realm, or listening to people or learning or teaching or whatever it is. Then what you want to do is you want to meditate and focus on being in the present moment and really pondering. That is a key. There's pondering onto those feelings. Feel in the present moment about that and just think about it, and just don't worry about the past, don't worry about the future, just focus on where you're at right now. You can close your eyes and do it and just focus on that activity, that thing. And then you can pray about it as well, about that hobby or skill or idea, and see if you get any. The whole point of doing this is to see if you get any inspiration or any insight as to further developing what your purpose is or where it lies. Okay? And then once you've got some insight, you feel like you know a direction, you feel it in your gut, you feel it in your mind, your gut, your soul. That's how you know that you're on the right track. Okay? Now, once you find this category, or maybe you have found specifically what it is you want to do, you have found your purpose. Okay? Once you do that and you start taking action on going down that road, and mind you, you may have a job that you're not in love with or you just are tired of, but it's important you don't just quit everything and just go down this, just start pursuing your purpose 100%, unless you're financially independent already, right? And you can afford to just take time off and just focus on that 100%. But for the most of us, you need to obviously take care of your basal necessities, right? Your living, your food, your shelter, your car, your gas, your family, kids if you have kids, right? So you need to figure out a way to start going down the road of your purpose, and also taking care of the necessity. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of action, it takes a lot of patience. But the idea is, once you find that purpose, you'll find that it is much easier to do the work on a daily basis and to become relentless on doing that work on the days that you don't want to do it. And the reason why that's important, the reason why identifying your purpose beforehand instead of just like going down whatever road, is you may be passionate, or you get a blast of energy if you go down a certain path because you're really intrigued by something. But if it's not aligned with your purpose, it's not aligned with who you are, and you go down that road, you may have that short blast of energy, but as soon as that short blast of energy is gone, and you find that the days that you don't want to do it, you won't do it. And that's the difference between your being aligned with your spirit and being aligned with your purpose. Is if you do the things you don't want to do on the days that you don't want to do them, that is how you know your purpose is in alignment with your spirit. And that's very key, because those are the days that when you push through and you take action anyway, and you do those actions and do those things anyway because your purpose is in alignment, you feel a spiritual responsibility in that area. Those are the days where you push yourself, you grow, and you test your relentlessness, and you begin to become relentless. And that is the fifth step in how to become relentless. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, throw me a 1 spot, a 5 spot, a 10 spot. Just throw me any amount of money that you feel is worth the amount and value of information that has been given to you here and in any of my other videos. Because when you pay it forward, when you give, it allows you to be open to give, or open to receive. The more you give, the more you can receive. If you'd like personalized one-on-one coaching, if your situation is very unique and you feel you need some help with it, I do paid coaching one-on-one on my website, escobarj.com. And also, if you just want to shoot me an email with a few paragraphs, detailing your situation, I'll do my best to get back to you on that. Possibly maybe even do a video on your situation and help you the best I can. With that being said, at the very least, share this with your friends and family on any social media. You can obviously give me a like, a subscribe, share this. But other than that, I hope you are doing well. I hope this video helps you find your purpose and to begin to become more relentless in your life. And other than that, I wish you the best. Always learn, always grow, and always push forward.